Let's gather your supplies. You can pause the video to see what's here. Of note, I am missing orange in this photo, and also don't forget to crop your paper to 11 inches wide so it matches your copy paper. Okay, we're going to start with our P-22 photocopy, turn our pencil sideways, cover the back as fast as we can, then flip it over, line it up, and trace all the important things. Start with the eyes and the nose, and then trace everything else. Walk the kids through it, make sure that they do the line that separates the body from the head. Make sure that the shoulders come all the way off the page so that you don't have a floating head. And now let's look. So it's very pale, but I can definitely see it. Okay, now we will get our detail brush and mix a little lime green with some yellow and a tiny bit of the dark green. And we will paint our irises. That's it for the detail brush for now. Let's put it away in our water and get our filbert or our round medium brush. And we are going to dip in the pink. If you want to add a little white to it, that might be a good idea. And we'll go over his nose. If you color in the nostrils, it's okay, because we can put black over them later. Okay, now we're not going to worry too much about wiping off our brush a lot because we're using mostly all warm colors. It'll be okay. So now we're going to look at his face and look at our visual, like our photocopy, and we're going to look for the areas that are the lightest. So I see his cheeks are light, under one of his eyes is more light. I noticed that his nose is dark because the fur is dark, but also think about what's closer or what the sun would shine on. And we are going to start picking our colors that are the lightest in value. So in this case, pink if we dilute it with white, and yellow, I think, especially if we dilute it with white. And we're going to start applying those colors to his face in an organic way that helps the viewer see the contour. We certainly wouldn't want to put squares or triangles. We want to really show the contour with our brush strokes. Now we'll go for some medium tones. We'll use some medium. Think about, the hole in his ear is going to be a little darker because there'll be shadow. Maybe you want to do his two shoulders, not right under his chin, but on either side. Those could be medium tones. So for medium tones, I'm thinking of orange, maybe the darker fuchsia, for those areas. Right now, we're going to skip the bridge of his nose. Once you get those areas done, I like to use the plum and save the plum for this. I mix some white with it and use it for the bridge of his nose because the fur there is darker. I also like to use some under his chin because his head would cast a shadow there. And then I use it full strength and I do a purple halo, like a royal purple halo around his entire head and shoulders. Then this is very important to separate his head from his body. Use your brush and do that line as well, under his chin and around to the other side. Now you can put that brush aside for a little bit. Let's get back our detail brush. And now would be a good time to hand out the black so that kids don't have it before now. You only need a little bit. Let's start with his eyes. So we are going to do the two parentheses that make up his eyes or his eyeliner. And make sure that you go nice, make his eyes bigger. If you have a choice of where to put the line, give his eyes a little extra size. Also the pupils, you're going to put a pupil in each eye. Don't forget, leave some of that green. And then also with your black, we're going to go around the shape of his nose where that pigment is, And his nostrils are going to be black because they're fully in shadow. So let's use that black on his nostrils. Let's put our brush in the water, and now we're going to switch to our larger flat brush. And you can do this many ways, but I like to just dip in the dark green and do the left side of the page, turn the brush sideways to go around the contours so that you don't contaminate and get your purple halo green. Go ahead and wipe your brush and switch to blue. One of the reasons this really works is because our P-22 is warm colors and he pops out of the cool color background. And last, let's get our detail brush and do the whiskers. We are going to note that the whiskers droop down and go past the shoulders. Let's do about 3 on each side. And let's not forget those little whiskers under his chin and above his eyes. And last, with the white, I like this the best. Dip your brush and make 2 small dots in each pupil. This will bring him to life. Sign your work and we're done. I hope you had fun.